Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent Makori and this is Africa 54. We begin in Somalia, where at least 4 people are dead after a military plane crashes at the airport in Mogadishu. Witnesses say the plane burst into flames, sending thick black smoke into the sky. Somali security officials say the Ethiopian Air Force plane was carrying weapons when it crash landed. The African Union mission to Somalia says 2 crew members were rescued and are being treated for injuries. The cause of the crash is not clear. Ethiopia is helping the Somali government battle the Al-Shabaab insurgent group, which is trying to impose a strict version of Islamic law on Somalia. In neighboring Kenya, international investigators have joined Kenyan officials as the probe into Wednesday's fire at Nairobi's Jomo Kenyatta Airport moves forward. According to media reports, experts from the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation and Israel have joined the investigation. Kenyatta International Airport is sub-Saharan Africa's 4th busiest and the largest in East Africa. Wednesday's fire destroyed the terminal used for international arrivals. Now, for the latest airport details, VOA's Gabe Joselow joins us live via phone from Nairobi. Good evening, Gabe.
Good evening, Vincent.
Yes, first give us an update on the investigation. Any information released so far as to the cause?
I'm having a little trouble with the line, but you're asking about the investigations into the airport fire. We know that the FBI has now joined with the probe to try to determine exactly what happened. But as we heard from Kenyan President Kenyatta today, it sounds like they're ruling out the possibility that this was any kind of terrorist incident. He says that there were no signs of improvised explosive devices or anything like that. He said it was basically just a fire that got out of control. Now, whether somebody intentionally lit that fire or not is what the investigators are going to try to determine now. Mr. Kenyatta promised that if it is the case that somebody did this on purpose, they will face sort of the full force of the law.
In terms of capacity to handle passengers up to this point, what is the situation? I saw some passengers getting really frustrated. What is the situation?
Yes, it's been a pretty chaotic scene at the airport over the last couple of days because there were just thousands of passengers who were either stranded in Nairobi or they had their flights diverted to other regional airports. So there's a lot of growing frustration. The government is trying to set up some temporary terminals and ways to assist passengers who are stuck there. But, this is also going to be a bit of a blow to Kenya's economy, as this is one of the busiest travel times to Kenya. August, September is when you have the migrations in the national parks, which is a huge tourist attraction. So it's definitely affecting not only the passengers trying to come here, but also Kenya's own interests.
Now, there were reports that they're going to convert or rather build a big kind of a temporary terminal arrivals. Is that in days or have they given any projections so far?
Yeah, we know that they're going to try to set up a temporary terminal, as I said, and then there are plans to fast-track the construction of a 4th terminal. This was something that was already planned as an expansion to the existing airport to accommodate just the growing number of passengers that are passing through every year. So they're going to try to get that construction underway. It was supposed to be ready in March next year, and the government is hoping that they can make it available sooner than that, as they also renovate some of the damaged parts of the airport.
Well, thanks a lot, Gabe. That's VOA's Gabe Joselow reporting live via phone from Nairobi.